Yeah, y'all doing out there in video land? This Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, I just want to do a little tune and lube on the two new ones I got. So let's go ahead and tune them and lube them. Let's go ahead and pull them apart and lube them up, and then we're gonna tune them up. Okay, what we need? Weehaw time. It's weehaw time. All right, here we go. These pivots look pretty big. Let me see. What size is that? Okay, this size. T15. It's a T15, people. Let me see if this one's the same size. Whoa, they're both T15s. And that one looks small. That looks like a 6, maybe. Let me see. Yep, it's a 6. Why didn't they use an 8? Yep, they're both 6. So it's a T15 and an 8. I mean a 6, T6. All right. Seems like they should use a little bit thicker and a little bit more stout screws for the body screws. That's what I'm saying. Nice big screws for the pivot, so. Well, let me open it up. Both of these knives are awesome. I'm totally impressed with the build quality of these. Let's see what they look like on the inside. Outside, perfect. That's a fairly long screw. Make sure all the screws are the same size. Or if they're different, let's keep them lined up where they're supposed to go. I like when things are the same size, so then you have to, worry about different screw lengths and stuff. Sometimes you gotta, just pay attention. Sometimes things are shorter and longer for different reasons. Usually because they don't want the screw to come out in the path of the blade. These look like they're all the same size so far. It's coming apart very easily so far. I've never taken this knife apart. I didn't take it apart prior to this video. This is all fresh, people. You experience the same thing that I'm experiencing pretty much. You should be able to anyway. That's why I like to do things in real time. I don't like to cut up these kind of videos because I like to show people what I experience. For me, these should be pretty standard, especially the SR1. I've taken apart less SR1s. But this new one for me, this one is old. This one's old school. Just a different. This is new for this blade type though. All right, let's go ahead and pull them off. Pull off these scales right here. All done. Must be the center pins holding it. Oh, let me give me a little pry tool. There we go. You guys can see how that's made. So I talk about as a steel liner all in this area. That's the most important area for it to have the reinforcements for the triad lock. Andrew Demko made the 8020S models the same way. They're made the same way. The original 8020S models I have, they have a steel liner just like that. And then the rest of it was G10 or Grivery. And then I switched them over to the scales that they have now. You can see how that's made. This is a very strong knife, people. This knife ain't no joke. This one is the real deal. I think they ought to make all the cold steel knives like this that have G10 handle scales. Loosen up again. So this one just has Teflon washers instead of having the phosphorus bronze washers. Yep, just Teflon. Okay, that's a little bit different. Can't remember if my other ones are like that or not. Can't remember. I'd have to take one apart to find out. It's been a while since I've taken one apart. It looks perfectly clean in here, like there's been no lube at all in here. So I'm just going to put a little drop in this one, people. I'm not going to use too much lube in this one. It's a little bit different setup. Also, it's got 2 Teflon washers on this side, 1 on the other side. Yep, that's the way it is. Okay. This side has 2. Okay, I have to remember that. Bet you it has to do with the centering. That's probably why they did that. Put it right there for right now. I'm just putting a thin coat of lube on them. They already operate super smooth. Yeah, put that back on there. All right. Put it back together. One down, 1 to go. Not hard to do at all, people. Just finger tight. Don't never torque down anything too tight. Just got to do it finger tight, people. So you can take it back apart again next time. Don't want to strip out any screws or anything. And you do it like that, you can do it over and over and over again without, damaging the threads or anything like that. All right. Perfectly centered. Woo, that's even faster. All right. So one down, people, one down. Let's do the next one. Let's do the next one. Let's set this one aside. Next one up. But give this one a little bit of pride too. There we go. Pride the front. Tight fit. Always got to be worried about the blade. I always worry about the blade. All right. There we go. Now this one doesn't look like it has phosphorus bronze washers either. Maybe that's something that they're changing at GSM. This one has 2 washers on this side also. I wonder what the purpose is behind that. That's the way the other one was made too. Exactly the same way. This one came directly from Cold Steel. This one's coming from Midway USA. So that's the way they are. That's the way people say, don't let that surprise you when you see that. And it's a little bit different for me. I'm used to seeing a Teflon washer against a blade tang and a phosphorus brown washer against everything else. So that's a little bit different. All right. Do these the same way they did the other one. So it's got the exact same setup. Oh, let me let you guys see it. See what it looks like on the inside. And that is a G10 backspacer. Like I said, it has the steel inserts in it that they screw into. That's a good setup too. I like that setup too. Because, you know, these are less likely to strip out than a, you know, like aluminum backspacer. So, you know, that kind of setup I like too. I forgot to put a little drop of oil on the other one on the inside. That's okay. It'll work its way down in there. All right. Want to get a look at the blade tang? All right. Here we go. All right. Get a little lube on my fingers. Put a little drop of oil on it right in the middle too. All right. Here we go. Make sure your pin's all the way in. That's what I'm doing right there. All right. Finish it up, button it up. That's it, people. Now we're just going to tune it up. We'll tune up both of them, make sure they're tuned the way I want them. That's all there is to it. Some beautiful knives, people. All the way down, back up just a touch. Then I like to tune it from there. These I just put down finger tight. You don't have to torque them down tight or anything like that. Just finger tight. And each time you take these things apart, it's easier. The first time's always the hardest disassembly. Because the tolerances are so tight and everything. All right. Perfectly centered. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see it. Oh, that's solid right there. I'm gonna leave it right there. All right, that one's good. Let's see what this one's like. That's solid too. I'm gonna tighten this one up just a little bit because it drops super fast. I want it to drop a little bit slower than that. Let's see what it's like now. Now that's too tight. Right, maybe right there. There we go. Okay, that's where I like it. All right, people. That's it for that one. That's a Lube and tune. A Lube and tune. That's my Lube and tune. Use my Weehaw tools. Somebody's asking me what kind of tools I use. Weehaw. Militech 1. Militech 1 for my lube. This is Militech 1 gun grease also. It's all lithium base. Pry bar was a gift. I like the Weehaw tools. Weehaw tools. You can get them on Amazon or go to the Weehaw website. And this is just a little driver. That's all this is, just a driver. I know they make them with the tools inside of it and stuff like that. This one is just a driver. This is the cheapest way to go. And that's all I need because my bits, I use the bits. I use these bits instead of using the bits inside of the thing. So I like this setup better. Because even if I had that one with the bits in it, I would still have to get the other bits because it doesn't have enough bits in it. But here they are, people. Here they are. Let's wipe them down. Oh, yeah. You know, I never lubed the blades on these yet either. Let me lube the blades. I always like to lube the blades and everything. Like nothing, oh, it's, you know, steel loves oil. Nothing wrong with putting a coat of oil on your steel parts. Helps preserve the steel. These are some beautiful blades, people. I really like these, both of them. I'm glad I got both of these. I got this one for like $70-something. I can't remember what was it, like $77 or something like that. From Cold Steel. Using my military discount. And they had it on sale for $104 for like one day. I've been wanting one of these. They sent a text to me in my messages on my cell phone, and I saw it. If you guys want to get deals like that, I suggest signing up and joining the website, the Cold Steel website. You guys can get the same deals. And if you can get the military discount, it really lowers the prices of things. It lowers them lower than you can get them anywhere else usually. Oh, this knife is a beautiful knife, people. Oh, I love both of these. Awesome purchases. Highly recommend both of these. I'm going to make this one a little bit looser. A little bit looser. A little bit too tight. Weehaw Tools to the rescue. That's loose right there. Because that's loose. There's the tightening spot right there. I'm going to leave it right there. It just needs to break in probably. Oh, it's a nice knife. It's a beautiful knife, people. Bush Ranger. This is my first experience with the Bush Ranger, people, and I'm absolutely loving it. I'm absolutely loving the Bush Ranger. It's absolutely a beautiful knife. Beautiful knife, people. Highly recommend it. I'm so impressed. I just can't stop thinking about it. It's an excellent knife. Excellent knife. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put these out. Put these out. Put these out for you. Let y'all check them out. Y'all can tell me what you think of these two. Awesome experience, awesome day. Peace out, Stiletto.